inside the RAC arena. As our mega fight gets underway, Alexander Volkanovski is in the green with gold. Islam Makhachev in the black and gold. Here we go.
See this movement, this is key for Volkanovski. But can he continue doing it for 25 minutes without Islam forcing a clinch situation?
The striking weapons I like for Islam from the stance are that back leg, that teep kick up the middle. We've seen that land on Volkanovski versus Ortega. Obviously, the left hand are two of the biggest weapons, the backhand and the back leg, but it's that teep kick up the middle and the knees, the tie clinch of Makhachev. That's what you got to keep a lookout. Those are big weapons for him against a shorter man in Volkanovski.
Now Makhachev opens to the body and lands.
It's worth pointing out that even though clearly Islam is the taller guy, it's actually Volkanovski with the slight 1-inch reach advantage. So that will help him in the striking department. See how smoothly Volk switched to the stance there. And he believes that that's key. To overload the mind of Makhachev, to keep him guessing, to confuse him. There's set entries and set combinations when you're striking or you're taking somebody down based upon the way that they stand. Volkanovski believes if he continues to switch, it's going to confuse Makhachev.
Pretty good entry there by Volkanovski.
Oh!
Big stick with a left hand by Volkanovski.
We're going to start seeing some of those shots soon, I have a feeling.
That's going to give Volk a lot of confidence.
Oh, I think he verbalized "let's go" right after he landed.
Let's go indeed. This crowd is ridiculous. Volk's got to be careful. He can't overcommit. He can't swing and get reckless.
One of the things that Volkanovski said is that Makhachev won't take a lot of risks. He's going to be very safe, and we're seeing that early.
Well, Makhachev's waiting. He can't wait too long. Of course, Volkanovski, to prepare for this fight, has been working with a jiu-jitsu legend, Craig Jones. Makhachev says on the flip side that that is totally pointless. He says jiu-jitsu is not going to help him when it comes to this situation.
Well, hard to imagine that Islam Makhachev has experienced a fight atmosphere like this. And now he drops Volkanovski.
Volk hits the floor with one knee.
And they both sat each other down now. Nice knee from Makhachev.
Now this is it. This is the real fight here.
That's not where you want to be if you're Volkanovski. This is the position where Makhachev can stall out the whole round if he wants to. Stay here and just grind the clock out and not let go of Volkanovski.
So Volkanovski was confident because of the lower stature, the lower center of gravity. Stepping up in weight, he said he feels like a brick wall. He said he's twice as strong as ever. And he's confident he will not hit the canvas. Let's see.
He's on the hands, and that's what's keeping Makhachev from being able to do a whole lot. Good job by Volkanovski to stay on the hand fight here. That's what's key, staying on those hands.
Oh!
Beautiful takedown to the follow-up. Beautiful job.
So Makhachev 1 for 1 as he is able to get Volkanovski down.
And that is what makes Islam Makhachev.
Oh, look how he squeezed in the back leg. That back leg in between Volkanovski and the fence was the key to this position. He slipped it in, and now you see he's got that right hook on Volkanovski, separating Volkanovski from the fence. That's what's going to allow him to keep this position till the end of the round.
Volkanovski told us after the Brian Ortega fight he essentially feels unchokeable given the way he was able to escape.
Well, he doesn't have a neck.
We will find out. This is the man that we'll find out from.
Well, this is a face crank or a neck crank. Extremely painful. And he wouldn't be the only Dagestani to have this kind of submission in a high-profile fight.
You see just how calm, cool, and collected, composed Islam Makhachev stays while offensive here late in the round.
And that's one of his gifts, Anik, is that he knows where to rest as well. It's not a complete rest, but it's a working rest you're seeing, so he's not using any energy.
And for Volkanovski on the same thing, take your time. There's 5 seconds.
start the mega fight. This corner can't turn around.
Yes, there's a very good chance of that. However, they are close rounds. Volk is in the fight, and to your point, the cardio is ridiculous. At the end of that round, he was in Islam's face. Not sure what he said, but we got one more round, and it's still anybody's fight.
First time Islam Makhachev has realized the 5th round in his mixed martial arts career. Beautiful connection with the left hand for the champ.
And that's the timing that we spoke of before.
And those are huge shots. I mean, they might not seem like much, but that's what's keeping Volkanovski in check. Those shots that land, because they're hard and powerful.
Nice low leg kick for Volkanovski. You know he's going to go for it here in this 5th and final round. Ooh, nice knee by Makhachev, and now a left hand.
The knees and the teep kicks were going to be key.
He walked right onto that knee, but I tell you what, Volkanovski took it well. Hardly took a step backwards. But again, the timing of Islam. You know, we talk about his wrestling all the time. The striking tonight has been phenomenal. It's clean.
Well, the efficiency in every realm of the game, Michael, is exceptional, right?
Correct.
53% of his significant strikes have landed. Under 4 now to go. Ooh.
Oh, those knees. So smart. Cut him on that one. And that's what wins fights, are cuts. We know that because damage is how you win the decisions.
Damaging moments, to be sure. And that's a pretty significant cut now to the left of the left eye of Volkanovski.
His striking, Makhachev's striking, this is the best it's looked, and it's because he's been forced to strike. Nobody's been able to keep it on the feet, but you're seeing how good he is now.
Nice. But look at this.
Beautiful scramble.
I mean, that is in itself so impressive.
To decide the UFC lightweight championship.
Volkanovski breaks the clinch and immediately goes on the attack. But as we said, the timing, it is sniper-like from Makhachev.
I mean, think of the pace of a lot of these guys in 3 rounds. They just went 5, and neither of them were breathing hard.
Again, the entry was perfect, but the counter-grappling from Volkanovski.
He's got to step over that back ankle. See that? The left ankle of Makhachev, he needs to step on that in order to turn the corner. And Makhachev knows that, so they're in the battle. But we've got to see Volkanovski get around that back foot that he's grabbing. See how he stepped over it? Now that he stepped over it, he's good. Volkanovski's over that back foot, now he's okay. There we go, and that pushed him to the single. Great job by Volkanovski, perfect defense.
Crowd pops as Volk gets back to his feet. 2 minutes to go.
Those little details are so clutch, ladies and gentlemen. That stepping over the ankle changed everything. Now Volkanovski's back on the feet, getting to damage.
Yeah, it was Volkanovski with the body lock, and again straight to it. Cannot take him down.
Wow.
Well, he's trying. Eating shots, getting kneed in the face, not taking a backward step, pushing the pace the entire time, meeting Islam head on, and there, almost.
What a response defensively by Makhachev, and we better laud his cardio too, right?
Yes.
And we're seeing Makhachev check the clock. Volkanovski heading him off on the pressure. Typical. Nice left hand.
Massive right hand.
And he hurts him.
Sits him down. The biggest
late in the fight for Volkanovski.
The biggest moment of the fight.
And this is one of his best positions. He loves the ground and pound here. Watch for arm bars from Makhachev.
The entire stadium is on their feet.
Volkanovski said, I can't wait till I see this man break. I'm going to break him like I've done everybody else with my cardio. And what you're seeing is not a break, but you're seeing Volkanovski use his cardio to make this an even fight as he can. His cardio is a huge weapon. He's non-stop.
25 seconds remain.
Makhachev with guard closed, eyeing the clock.
Wow.
Last attempt from Volkanovski, trying to steal the victory, trying to seal the deal, become a 2-weight division champion.
Whoa. a fight. That's how you end a fight.
What a fight! 25 minutes between Islam Makhachev and Alexander Volkanovski. A standing ovation from the capacity crowd in Perth, Western Australia. Well, Islam Makhachev came in with the target on his back, had to dig deep. Incredible fight by both men. We're not paid for our scorecards, Mike. What are your thoughts?
Well, questions were answered. Could Islam take him down? Yeah. Can Volkanovski get back up? Yes, he can. Can each other hurt one another? Without question.
And look at the hook that he just got. He stopped Volkanovski from being able to step over the top by getting that butterfly hook, which gave him the whizzer, which stopped the takedown here. And then you see Volkanovski, big left hand, get to the body lock, and he trips Makhachev using more energy. That right hand right there stifled Makhachev. He gets behind and finishes this fight in top position in his cliche ground and pound. This is what he does so well. Non-stop offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev!
And I love this movement, this side to side, constantly making Topuria adjust. Can't shoot on him, can't get a hold of the legs.
My word! Unbelievable knockout by Topuria. The O2 can't believe what's just happened. Well, he flipped the script tonight.
Wow.
What did we just say?
I mean,
that's why the odds don't change when this man is in the octagon. Even if he's had a rough first round, he has got dynamite in his hands.
Taking over, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Look at this jab. Right hand misses to the body, just like his fight against Damon Jackson. And the right hand over the top, a crushing blow. Jai Herbert was out cold before he hit the canvas. And Topuria walks away. Nice show of respect. One more time. Left to the body. Right hand over the top. Right on the chin. Wow. Okay.
Stunning.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 7 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Ilya El Matador Topuria!
When he's working out on the pads, very playful. Lots of hand fighting, use of that front leg. Nice work by Smith to deny that takedown, and he barrels forward onto Gustafsson. He's in a good position here now as well.
You know, Smith said to me a couple of days ago, I was chatting to him and he said, people forget I'm a legitimate black belt. I think people underestimate his ground game, and I think that might be something he wants to show tonight.
He's got both hooks in, but it might be too heavy.
Yeah, he looks too high up on the cart. That's the benefit of having such long legs, you know? Stand up and throw your opponent forward. Great work by Smith, though. I wonder if he's going to try and lace that knee, try and attack and take the base away. Slowly sliding off by the looks of it is Smith. Looking maybe for the arm.
These guys are sweaty. We've seen that in the corners. The referee's having them wiped down because of how hot and sweaty they are. So that's only going to help Alexander Gustafsson here. And such a big guy, they're just going to slide off eventually unless he can drag him down with his weight. He's going underneath the arms and trying to pull them forward so that he has no base. Great job.
Smith.
11 submission wins for Anthony Smith.
Nice elbow there from Smith.
Gustafsson's trying to move, but he's tied up in this position. Big body triangle position here from Smith.
Nice work from Anthony Smith. He's going to keep trying to flatten him out.
Sneaking his left arm under the chin of Gustafsson.
Gustafsson's built his base up, but he's not defending the neck here.
He's
Anthony
flattened
Smith.
out.
Oh, that's
This looks like an attempt.
Anthony Smith gets the winning choke finish.
Lionheart Smith
And the arena's gone silent.
Wow. Absolute silence in the Ericsson Globe as Smith gets a submission victory.
Wow.
It's a muted celebration
win for
the man
Smith.
from the US.
What a turnaround for Anthony Smith. He had a good 2 rounds. He started off well. His pace was high. Gustafsson started to claw the fight back in the 3rd round. But then Anthony Smith reminding us that he's a black belt and he's got a good rear naked choke. He laid heavy on Gustafsson. He sagged his body weight on him. He broke his face down slowly with no rush.
And he didn't give up on it, Dan.
Never gave up
A lot
on
of
it.
guys would have escaped from there thinking, okay, I'm going to slide off. I want to get a better position.
Amazing. Amazing performance.
All right, let's see. This is where it all started here. Gustafsson goes for this takedown. Shoots in.
Look at that
he
little
tries
trip.
for this single leg, but then he tries to commit to this judo throw, and Anthony Smith just too strong, too much of a base, collapses him, gets to the back, throws that hook in right away, and he immediately goes to work the whole time. Even when he's hanging off the back, he's starting with those punches and beautiful elbows, perfectly legal, right to the ear, to the side of the head of Alex Gustafsson, and then ultimately squeezes on, and Gustafsson has to tap, and this arena is silent.
Declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, Anthony Lionheart Smith!
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible bout. I'm here with your winner.
Nurmagomedov has to make sure he times that well. He has to hide it with some feints, and he's doing that now.
Tavares tries to get a combination going, unable to find his range there, and Nurmagomedov floors him.
There's that shot. It was a leaping uppercut, it looked like, with that lead hand that dropped Tavares. Nurmagomedov really dropping bombs now with those elbows.
And Tavares is all but out here. That'll do it. Habib Nurmagomedov. Wow. How good is that kid, Ken?
Yeah, he caught him with that leaping uppercut, with that lead hand. He was leaping in, he timed it well, and he was hiding it with some feints. Caught Tavares and finished him off with those elbows. Brutal.
The move of the fight is brought to you by Metro PCS 4G LTE for all.
He was feinting and boom, slept right in with that leaping uppercut. Tavares never saw it. It dropped him, and from there it was a brutal finish. Elbow after elbow. And that's gonna get a stoppage right there.
So the Russian Nurmagomedov comes in and mutes the masses here. He incited the crowd at the weigh-in.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Habib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Oh man, that one landed too. That kick landed right on the chin.
But that's when Derek tries to get you coming in. See that?
Oh, he's hurt. Under a minute to go in the round. Lewis
This looks like it could be the end right here. That's it. It's over now.
Come on, Derek, you gotta do something.
And that is it. France has a UFC champion, Gane, the interim UFC heavyweight champion. Total domination on the road tonight.
Big John, he's a problem. John, he's a problem for them all.
This fight replay is brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872 as they attend to Derek Lewis. Francis Ngannou would appear to have a real challenge on his hands in the form of Bongama.
John, and so he's a real problem for Francis. Woo! Because if he can fight like this, right? Hey, if he doesn't let Francis get rolling downhill by popping him at the knee, by keeping him at range, dude's a real problem for Francis Ngannou. Outside kick, right? Because he makes you fight at range. He just beats you down, making you fight a technical fight. Heavyweights want to brawl. Derek Lewis wants to brawl. He never got a chance. Cyril Gane literally just outclassed him. Throws the jab, and look at that uppercut. Left hook. Even going into the fire, whenever you know Derek's gonna start to throw back, Cyril Gane went in there and just dominated Derek Lewis. Dude, this was impressive. He's a real problem.
The last time we saw a heavyweight with these kind of kickboxing skills was Rosenstrike. And guess who beat Rosenstrike?
Cyril Gane.
So here we are. This man is up there. He belongs here. He's proved it again. He took out Derek Lewis, which is no easy task.
Referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 11 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and new interim UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Cyril
Adesanya barking at him.
All right, here we go with our middleweight championship fight. Strickland is in the white. Israel Adesanya wearing the red for the first time in his UFC career.
Is he changing it up? Red shorts. We saw him in the blue last time, I believe.
Yep. Strickland repeatedly acknowledged to us how difficult he thought the first 10 minutes of this fight could be.
And this is where Sean's going to try to be all fight, all night long, try to be right in the grill of Adesanya. He does reach with his hands to try to find his distance. And then he tries to go. The one thing Strickland will not do is tire. But Adesanya will constantly give him this. Feints and fakes to try to back him up.
Inside leg kick for Strickland, not much on it.
Sometimes the heavy feint game of Izzy isn't always entirely appreciated when he does it for long stanzas, but facing a guy like that can be exhausting because you're just constantly reacting.
Yeah,
you're so on edge. Exactly. And you can see Sean already. I mean, his defensive structures are so unique to the way that he fights. We saw him struggle with reacting to the feints in the Pereira fight, but I feel like he's learned a lot from that and is probably a better fighter coming into this fight because of it.
Just like with everything else in his life, the downs have allowed for him to rebuild and be better for it. And he's going to try to use what happened against Pereira to benefit him in this fight with Adesanya. One thing he cannot do is he cannot reach for the punches of Izzy. That is what ultimately got him caught by Alex Pereira.
Strickland just out of range with that right hand. 2 minutes gone by round 1.
One of the things that Izzy does so well right here, the way that he physically controls the air between he and his opponent. Whoever is hand fighting and has the high hand is winning in that moment, and he's preventing Sean from being able to use the jab, which is one of his best weapons.
Eric Nixick, Danny Davis chiefing the corner of Sean Strickland.
Izzy's just constantly making reads. You wonder if Izzy is going to start popping that jab to the body, trying to bring the hands of Strickland down a little bit. Right now, Strickland's being very disciplined with his hands, trying to keep him up to make sure that he's not taking much damaging shots. Like right there, he blocked that one.
Disrupt that rhythm off that side.
He has such a unique way. His guard is unique. Do you see the way that he has sort of like this modified shoulder roll Philly shell? But when you fight in a Philly shell, normally you're very, very bladed, whereas Sean is extremely square, and it does at times present the opposite side of his face to where he's parrying.
And the kicks.
Yeah.
The kicks also. That's usually how you could take advantage of Strickland. Because he's fighting in that position, or a Philly shell type of fighter, the kicks are what normally will land for you.
Just like Cannonier.
Yes.
Very much took advantage of that.
There you go.
The champion measured early on. Right hand connection for Strickland. Adesanya counters with a jab.
You got to be careful when Izzy starts playing possum, though. That's exactly what he did against Pereira. He just shelled up.
Yeah, but not much has happened, right? So when Izzy starts to play possum, if Strickland can just get active, you might win the round.
Adesanya attacks that lead leg. Strickland appeared to raise it to check under a minute to go in the round.
It could be 1-3. It could be 3-1 Strickland.
No idea.
And if it's 3-1 Sean Strickland and he's winning 3 rounds against Israel Adesanya, nobody would ever expected that. Dude, there was some frustration and worry in the corner of Israel Adesanya. He said he can't find his jab. Eugene Behrman told him he's going to have to take some risk, but there is no risk in him throwing the right hand.
Champ, I find it hard to believe Adesanya could be leading 3-1 on any cards. You never know.
You just never know, but I'm just saying. I'm just throwing all options out there.
Fair.
But I can't imagine this 3-1 Adesanya. Honestly, I think it's 3-1 Strickland.
Yeah. Looked like Adesanya was loading up and partially caught Strickland's arm.
I mean, Sean Strickland's defense, when he reaches with his arms, it makes Izzy, his right hand, miss because he hits him on the arm and the shoulders.
The way that he hides behind his shoulder, I mean, no one does it the way that Sean Strickland does it in MMA. It's a boxing thing, but you just don't see it that often in the sport that someone does it so effectively. And what I love is Sean is still pressuring. I mean, he may believe he's up on the scorecards, but he's not going to fight any different. Well, he's not going to play it safe and start skating around.
He can't, Laura. If he allows Izzy to start dictating to him, he's going to get in trouble. He's got to continue to do what's allowed for him to get ahead in this fight.
Well, 100 pay-per-views ago in Melbourne, Australia, Holly Holm turned in the biggest upset in UFC Women's Championship history. Might we be in store for more history, 100 pay-per-views later tonight?
Man. I guess I'm just amazed that Strickland has found a way to make Adesanya play the mouse the entire time.
He has.
He has never allowed for him to play the cat.
One of the things he's done really well is the way that he's hacky-sacking against those calf kicks. That's been an issue for Sean in the past, and he's not allowing Izzy to have much success when he's attacking the calf.
You know, we talk about Sean Strickland and some of the things that he went through in his life, right? And how he said that it helped him to become the man that he is. He got knocked out by Alex Pereira. He went and trained with Alex Pereira. So this is a man that, no matter what you feel about him, he is always trying to improve himself.
Yep.
And he will humble himself to do that.
Takes a big ego check to be able to go learn from the person who knocked you out.
And let us also acknowledge that he put his #4 ranking on the line against an unranked Alex Pereira when no top 5 middleweight contender was willing to do that.
Izzy just landed a good right hand. And now Strickland landed a good jab there. Izzy's going to have to let it get a little dirty now.
Yeah, it seems like Izzy understands the urgency of the moment. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Izzy's going to have to stand on a coin, man. He's going to have to stop moving.
Oh, good jab from Adesanya.
High-low, Eric Mixic asking for Sean Strickland to vary his targets.
You know what's crazy is Sean Strickland, outside of those push kicks, hasn't thrown one kick.
Oh, I know.
He's boxing the entire time.
He has a jab and a 2, and he's winning a championship fight with it.
And there's that jab again, 90 seconds to go.
Against one of the greatest strikers you've ever seen inside the octagon.
And nary a takedown attempt from Sean Strickland, who lands another jab and partially connects with a right hand. That right hand got the champ's attention.
And it doesn't look like he's doing much, but look at how beat up Izzy is. Izzy's face is battered, man. And Strickland doesn't even look like he's breathing hard. Izzy's bloody and he's swollen. The champ is gonna have to sit and throw, man. He's gonna have to fire.
We've seen Izzy, sorry John, stepped right over you. I was gonna say we've seen Izzy in these tough spots before, though. The Calvin Gastelum fight brings back memories.
Oh, good connection by Strickland. And once again, Adesanya on the retreat. "30 seconds to go."
This is crazy. This was not how I expected this fight to play out. And now Strickland's talking to him. Holy cow.
Strickland flapping gums late. Final 10 seconds. Adesanya lands a kick to the body. Likelihood. Sean Strickland has produced one of the biggest upsets in UFC Championship history. We await the all-important scorecards, but Sean Strickland, in all likelihood, is heading back to the United States of America as the undisputed middleweight champion of the world.
Sean Strickland just came to Australia and won. I cannot believe it. He beat him bad.
My jaw is open right now. Sean Strickland is exactly who he said he was.
My goodness, Larasenko. I mean, I'm looking at, I'm literally like, seriously, I love to talk and I have no words because that was a fantastic performance. Wow.
Well, bet on mixed martial arts at your own peril. Perhaps one thesis statement.
Let's take a look at some of the work early on. I mean, that right hand from Sean Strickland knocks down Israel Adesanya. The follow-ups did a lot of damage, but it's the pattern, the 1-2, no recoil. Sean Strickland all over Israel Adesanya in this exchange. Izzy survived this, though, gives a thumbs up at one point to the referee, but later on in the fight, the jab of Sean Strickland. I mean, Israel Adesanya certainly had his moments, but he was forced on the back foot the entire fight, and it's very difficult to counter-strike or kick. And this right here, that is Sean Strickland in his element, loving life, fighting like a man. Oh my gosh.
It was a long time coming for Sean Strickland.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision and new undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean
Max Holloway, big overhand right.
Almost fading badly. He just got hit in the liver. He's trying to tie up now.
Oh, elbow from Holloway.
Holloway coming on real strong, and Aldo fading real bad. Nice knee to the body by Holloway.
Holloway right back to the body work, then back upstairs.
Oh, Aldo is a shell of himself now. He lands the right hand, and Holloway walks through it like it's nothing. Oh. This could be it.
Max Holloway peppering shots.
And just still staying very technical, very composed, nice knee.
Aldo still
Aldo's
trying to fire offense, but yeah.
That cut is nasty now. This fight's not going to make it out of this round.
Oh! Holloway looking to finish Jose Aldo tonight.
Look at this. Aldo goes for the takedown. Holloway on top. Holloway slides over with that right knee. He's almost mounted him.
We'll see if Aldo can survive these final 40 seconds. Not a good spot here, Joe.
Terrible spot. Holloway's got his back. This easily could be it.
Aldo takes some time to give the referee the thumbs up.
There's 30 seconds to go. This could be it. Aldo desperately
undisputed featherweight championship. And he vaults into the crowd to celebrate with his family and friends. Max blessed Holloway. The winning streak is a dozen. And look what he just did to the consensus greatest featherweight of all time. Max Holloway might deserve that distinction at this point.
I think he does now. I mean, that was just a brilliant performance. I mean, he's gonna for sure need more victories for a lot of people, but the way he did that tonight was just amazing.
And in a lot of respects, he just makes it look like another day at the office. Too easy tonight for Max blessed Holloway. This fight replay brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
Just so intelligent, so strategic, and he lured him into this wall, this war. He lured him in, and Aldo fired at him with all of his might, and then he got drained. He's just standing over us going, what did I tell you guys? And then he started swarming him, just overwhelming him. Pop, 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 stayed on him constantly, no breathing. Just would not let him breathe, and then just annihilated him once he got him to the ground. Battered him, and you're seeing the former champion, a mask of blood, battered, exhausted, and the current consensus champion, in my opinion, the best now, the best ever, just beat him down.
Unbelievable.
Spectacular performance.
And the referee gave Jose Aldo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max blessed Holloway.
The stand-up game, or at least, like you said, Joe, stay even in a stand-up war.
Well, right now, Hardy's starting to find his range, and one of the things that Hardy is excellent at is taking advantage of very small openings.
Just over a minute now.
Again with that left hook.
And he timed it off the kick of Condit. Combination. Hardy likes to counter with that left. And there it is. And again.
I like how...
Whoa! Absolutely right!
He's out!
And it is all over! Carlos Condit knocks out Dan Hardy!
And we have not seen Carlos Condit throw those kinds of that kind of power in the UFC before. That was amazing!
Unbelievable!
Wow! Dan Hardy wants to get up, but they're trying to keep him down. Let's take a look at it again, Mike. It came out of nowhere. Left hook first, right on the chin. Let's see it again. Oh! They were both throwing. Carlos Condit landed first. Perfectly placed left hook. Right hand, left hook behind it. Man! Let's see that again. Oh! His was shorter and more accurate. And that was all she wrote. I mean, Carlos has always had good stand-up, but he really hasn't been knocking guys out with one shot before, and Dan Hardy has shown a great chin.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 27 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout, the natural born killer, Carlos Condit.
That's the second kick Miocic has checked. And when you get those kicks, when you throw a kick and you hit somebody's shin, it hurts your foot, hurts your leg.
Fabricio aggressively attacking.
Oh, that's it! It's all over! Stipe Miocic is the new UFC heavyweight champion!
Like a world champ! Like a world champ!
Stipe Miocic, saying over and over, I am the world champ. Let's take a look at it. Fight replay brought to you by Bud Light. Raise one to right now.
Werdum was coming forward a little sloppy, and Miocic was tagging him as he was backing up, and then that right hand, well timed. We talked about the power early. Well, look how much power you have to have going backwards on your heels to deliver that kind of blow. Ooh, right here. Werdum coming forward, hands down. And just a short right hand sends the champ crashing the canvas. I think Miocic surprised himself. He jumped over the fence screaming, I'm a world champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliano has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 47 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
Lovely work by Masvidal, catching
in that
Till
moment,
on the attack.
In that moment, Darren Till stepped in with a straight left and Masvidal hit him with a three-punch combination. And I'm not necessarily saying that the power in the shots was the same as the left hand in Darren Till, but you know, the punch strike is racking up. Masvidal is landing shots and forcing Darren Till to reconsider when he lunges in with that left hand.
Yeah, because he goes to that so often. That's such his power shot.
Unusual entries. He was being chaotic in his entries. He dipped his head to the side. He came over the top. Unbelievable. That a huge statement for Masvidal.
Huge statement.
Wow.
Huge knockout.
I already can't wait to see the replay. Here we go. Masvidal come over the top with a chaotic left hand. I mean, Till was out as he hit the floor. One more shot to follow up. Watch this. Chaotic intro. Bang! Straight over the top with the left hand. Is that stance switch? It was creating some kind of confusion with Darren Till.
Tyron Woodley'd him.
It did exactly that, John. Good call. Tyron Woodley footwork. Double switch over the top with the left hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Each one again. Silva with a big knee. Franklin is in trouble.
Nice right hand.
Silva trying to finish it here. Another knee. And down goes Franklin, and it is all over. Anderson Silva has defended his middleweight title.
Who can stop that man?
He dominates Rich Franklin again.
He's such a sniper. I mean, his strikes are so accurate and so deadly. You see him there being congratulated by Nogueira, the man who trains him in jiu-jitsu and gave him his black belt. Let's take a look at the end of the fight.
He's so classy.
Well, he so embodies the martial arts spirit of honor and Budo. Here he is, bang! Knee to the chin. Body shot, leg kick. Rich Franklin is just getting overwhelmed here. The right hand hurts him.
Boom.
The knee to the head hurts him. Another knee.
That right knee caught him flush, Joe. That was it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Big John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 7 seconds of the second round. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the UFC middleweight world champion, Anderson the Spider Silva!
That grinding style of Kim, but again, the question was, can Kim keep up this pace? We've seen him tire in the past. He needs to continue with this pressure.
Eric Silva still going for it. You like to see that. Nice spinning elbow from Silva and a nice uppercut from Silva.
Oh, big right hand there. And Hyun Kim, mouth open, absorbing a lot of punishment in our second round.
Silva with a body lock here. Let's see if he can turn into a takedown. Kim holding on to the cage here.
And sometimes when fighters grab the fence, you don't feel like a warning is enough. It can really change the complexion of a moment in a fight.
Eric Silva listening to his corner now, getting into the center of their cage, and that's what he needs to do.
And when Eric Silva's out cold! The stun gun, Hyun Kim has done it! How about that, Kenny Florian?
Wow! They both threw at the exact same time. It was Kim's left hand that landed. Who would have predicted that?
And Eric Silva finally starting to come to. The move of the fight is brought to you by Metro PCS 4G for all.
Both were throwing at the same time, but the difference was Kim slipped to the right. He got off that center line, and when he threw, look at his head, right off that center line, Silva did not move his head, and he paid for it. This is how crazy things can get in the UFC. It can change in an instant.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 1 second of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Dong Young Stun Gun Kim.
Long conscience. And Honey Jason really enjoys to strike. He's very confident in his jiu-jitsu, but tends to lean on the striking more than maybe some would like him to.
Looks very relaxed out there right now. Jeremy Stephens trying to lead the dance out there. Jason almost landed with a big right hand. But I like what Stephens is doing early. Oh! Big kick from Stephens!
Honey Jason is out. How about the knockout for Jeremy Stephens?
There's that knockout power. The crowd is completely silent.
I love you, baby. Gianna Mila, I love you. That's for the fucking family.
Jason just ducked into that kick at the same time. And Stephens just connected with not only a huge kick, but it followed up with a right hand. Devastating shots.
All right, the move of the fight, no doubt about what it is brought to you by Metro PCS, now nationwide 4G LTE.
John, that took my breath away. That was just in front of us here. And you can see Jason just ducked into it as he was throwing a right hand and ate that shin. Huge right hand after that. Devastating shots, back to back, boom. Huge right hand from Stephens. That's the kind of knockout power that we were talking about. Wow.
And you gotta think the fella.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin McDonald has called a stop to this contest at 40 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stephens.
More than the jab, Paulie. He's gonna have to hit him with something hard. Even if he catches him on the arms, he's gotta just tuck his head and throw a right hand. Make him know that if he gets too reckless, you're gonna put him out. Because Petrino's right in his face right now.
Yeah, Smith told us Thursday he had to take advantage of any tentativeness from Petrino. None of that early as the Brazilian presses forward.
I mean, see it coming.
Got that right
I can see it coming. Oh, nice change up there, though, to go to the body.
He better be careful with his neck here.
He's got it.
Yep, no, told you. Gotta be careful.
Oh, that's tight.
That's tight. He's tapped. He's tapped.
Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Gotta be careful with your neck there.
Submits Vitor Petrino in round 1.
Told you, you gotta watch that neck. Anthony Smith told you there are levels to this game.
Wow.
He went out there and proved it.
And he just came over to the booth and he said, I might get me some effing gold after all. Daniel, he talked to you about not being obsessed with the belt this week. What a win for Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Yep, and those couple leg kicks got Vitor Petrino limping. back to his stool. I mean, Anthony Smith just fought the perfect fight. He couldn't have imagined it would go better. Petrino takes his bad double leg. He's just hanging in there. Anthony's clearly going for a guillotine.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sitting there waiting.
He was probably saying, are you for real
Are you
right
really
now?
going to sit here and let me guillotine you? It's unbelievable. But Anthony Smith locks that in and look at Petrino. He already tapped. He's like, save me. This is tighter than I ever expected. And the referee finally sees him tap. But I mean, Anthony Smith got it done. He said there are levels, and he showed it tonight.
Yeah, Petrino,
but I mean, just those few leg kicks. Petrino limped back to his stool.
He's hurt.
And one thing that Anthony Smith has always had, and you see his old reliables in the corner, Danny.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Osiris Maya has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes of the very first round, declaring the winner by submission due to a guillotine choke and still undefeated Anthony Lionheart